They don't want you to notice it. While everyone talks about stocks, crypto, and trending investments, a quiet storm is building behind the scenes. A $377 billion collapse is already underway, and a secret JP Morgan memo has exposed the scale of what most people will never see coming. But amidst the chaos, one opportunity glimmers quietly: silver. Unlike fleeting trends, silver has stood the test of time, preserving wealth through crashes, inflation, and financial upheaval. I remember sitting across from an old investor, a man who had survived decades of economic turmoil. He didn't chase hype. He didn't panic when markets bled. Instead, he calmly placed a small silver bar on the table and said, "This is real value. This is security." At the time, I didn't fully understand. Today, I do. Silver isn't just a metal. It's a store of human effort, a tangible asset that cannot be printed, manipulated, or erased. Consider the factory worker who quietly bought one silver coin every paycheck. He wasn't chasing headlines. He wasn't gambling. Years later, when markets crashed and others panicked, his wealth had multiplied. Small, consistent actions create massive results over time. Silver rewards patience, foresight, and disciplined habits. The wealthy think differently. They accumulate when it's boring, hold when it's quiet, and benefit when everyone else panics. An entrepreneur I met quietly allocated profits into silver, while others chased flashy investments. When inflation surged and markets shook, his assets preserved his freedom. Silver acts as a hedge, a shield, and a tool for long-term growth. Start small, but start consistently. Buy physical silver from reputable dealers, focus on long-term accumulation, and treat it as protection first, growth second. Build habits that compound, mindset that strengthens, and resilience that outlasts volatility. Opportunities whisper before they roar, and silver is whispering right now. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who deserves financial freedom. They don't want you to notice it. While headlines scream about stocks, crypto, and real estate, something far bigger is quietly shaking the financial system. A $377 billion collapse has already begun, hidden from most eyes, and a secret memo from one of the biggest banks in the world has revealed the scale of what's happening. Most people are focused on instant profits and trending investments, chasing illusions that disappear as quickly as they appear. But there is one metal that has consistently held its value through centuries of chaos, uncertainty, and financial resets: silver. This is not speculation, it is history repeating itself. Every time the system falters, silver becomes the safe harbor for those who understand its importance. It's a store of effort, a vessel of human labor that can never be printed or created by numbers on a screen. While billions of dollars are being shuffled, manipulated, or lost in abstract financial games, the tangible, real value of silver continues to hold, to grow, and to provide security for those who act early. I remember an old investor I met years ago, someone who had survived multiple crashes and systemic collapses, calmly showing me a small silver bar. He didn't chase hype. He didn't panic when markets dropped. He only focused on what lasted. That lesson became clear over time. Wealth is not built on short-term excitement or emotional reactions. It is built on patience, consistency, and understanding real value. Silver has always been a silent guardian of wealth, a hedge against the mistakes of central banks, and a shield against currency devaluation. The opportunities are not flashy. They don't scream for attention. They appear quietly, almost invisibly, in moments when most people are distracted by fear, greed, or the next trending asset. Recognizing the signal before the noise is what separates those who survive and thrive from those who only watch the collapse unfold, powerless to act. Most people overlook the power of small, consistent actions, especially when it comes to wealth building. There was a factory worker who decided, quietly and without fanfare, to buy a single silver coin from every paycheck. It wasn't about timing the market or chasing headlines. It was about patience, discipline, and understanding that real wealth grows over time, not overnight. While others were panicking during market crashes, selling out of fear, his small, consistent investments had multiplied. He didn't need luck. He relied on strategy, understanding, and the enduring value of silver. The lesson here is simple, yet profound. Wealth is created through habits, not bursts of excitement. Silver, as a tangible asset, rewards patience and foresight. Unlike paper money or digital assets, it cannot be devalued at the press of a button, and it cannot disappear when systems fail. Those who recognize this early gain a level of financial security and freedom that others can only dream about. Every coin, every bar, every careful accumulation compounds over time, turning modest efforts into significant power. The mindset shift is essential. Protect value first, grow it second. It's not about chasing trends, it's about creating a foundation that withstands chaos, uncertainty, and financial storms. The wealthy think differently. While most people react to news, trends, and panic, they act quietly and deliberately, often years before the masses notice. They understand that opportunity rarely shouts, it whispers. Silver is one of those whispered opportunities. It doesn't promise instant riches, but it offers lasting security and the potential for extraordinary growth when the world shifts. An entrepreneur I met years ago understood this. While everyone else chased stocks, cryptocurrencies, and flashy investments, he quietly allocated a portion of his profits into silver. He wasn't trying to get rich overnight. He was protecting value, ensuring that when inflation surged or markets collapsed, he would remain secure. And when the financial storm arrived, while others scrambled, his assets preserved his wealth and gave him freedom. This is the key mindset shift: to think long-term, to act when it is quiet and unglamorous, to accumulate when others are distracted by fear or greed. Silver is a hedge, a tool for consistency, and a weapon against volatility. The people who understand this principle don't panic, they prepare. They focus on what is real, what endures, and what provides power when systems falter. Small, consistent actions compound, turning patience into wealth and foresight into freedom.